Here in Luckett's is the site of Faith Chapel Church, a church that dates back to 1885, but which closed in 2015.
So when I first came here, I'm looking at this place and thought, oh my gosh, there is huge possibilities in here. If this was ever to close, we shouldn't sell the building.
The house has been neglected a little bit over the past couple of years, so we've got a big crew of people here tidying up the beds around the house, trimming back hedges, cutting down tree limbs.
When I heard this was going to start, I just said to Gary that whatever you need me to do, I will help in any way. So I got in charge of the cooking.
We want people who are coming to this house, coming to the ministry, to see it as a welcoming, hospitable place to meet their neighbors and to talk about faith and life.
20 years ago, the Presbytery started Riverside. It was a project, partnership with Vienna Presbyterian Church, kind of going back to our original heritage of churches plant churches, and presbyteries are all the churches working together to do that.
Well, I've been involved in 3 new church starts.
Well, my husband and I felt like this was important to us, that we've been with Riverside for a long time, but this is something closer to where we live in Leesburg, and this is more of our community, and we want to see something grow in our area.
So this is a collaborative effort between several churches, including Riverside and Leesburg, as well as the Presbytery.
When we look at this, the Porch, it's the idea that if a couple churches feel ownership in it, the success is so much higher.
I think as we reach out to people who are not actively part of a church or of a worshiping community, or perhaps once were but then walked away, beginning sitting in chairs around a living room with their neighbors trying to explore what life and faith mean, I think that's a more sort of natural way to do it than to get back into the strictly liturgical worship services that I grew up with.
So there have been a lot of churches that have served our presbytery faithfully, for whatever reason, have lived that calling out. But at the same time, just because that particular group has lived its calling out, we as the church have not finished our calling out in this community.
Together?
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 Together.
Together, we are making a difference.